This yoga practice is inspired by some of the postures of the primary Ashtanga series. It's much more pared back though compared to the traditional Ashtanga class, so if you're someone who finds Ashtanga intimidating but want to give it a try, this class would be a good starting point. I'll be using a yoga strap during the class, and if you don't have one, a dressing gown belt works just as well, or something like a rolled up t-shirt can work too. Feel free to pause this video while you grab a prop, and when you're ready, join me lying down in constructive rest. Have your prop to hand towards the back of your mat, bend your knees, take your feet nice and wide, and allow the knees to fall in together to touch. Place both of your hands on your belly or take one hand over your heart. Close your eyes and take a moment to connect with your breath. Take a deep, full belly breath in and exhale completely. Continue to breathe here, finding a sense of gratitude for showing up on your mat today to look after your body, your mind, and your spirit. Pull your right knee in towards your chest and catch hold of the shin as you extend the left leg out long. Straighten your right leg up towards the ceiling, and from here loop your strap or your prop around the ball of the right foot, so we're coming into a hamstring stretch. It's perfectly okay to keep the knee slightly bent here and find a sense of resistance to activate your leg. Press the ball of the foot into the strap and pull back to resist with your hands. Take both ends of the strap into your right hand and open your leg out to the right. Try your best here to keep the left hip grounded. It will try and lift up, and you can press down with your left hand to try and keep it down. Return to center, hug the right knee into chest once more as you remove your strap and lower your right leg down to meet the left. Other side, hug the left knee in first, and then extend the leg, looping strap around the ball of the foot. Finding that activation, and then opening leg out to the side. Return to center and release your strap. Place it off to the side, hug the knee into chest, and I'll bend into both knees or rock and roll up and down the spine a few times. And then next time you rock up, see if you can rock all the way to standing, coming into a forward fold. Catch hold of opposite elbows and sway from side to side. Lengthen through the back of your neck. An option to stay exactly where you are here, or for a shoulder rinse, interlace your hands behind your back, reaching your arms up towards the ceiling and then forward any amount. Keeping your hands interlaced, soften your knees and slowly roll up through your spine to stand. Draw the knuckles down towards the ground as you lift your chest, hugging shoulder blades together, push your hips forward. Deep breath in here. And exhale, release your hands, shake it out. Find your Tadasana mountain pose at the top of your mat, preparing for sun salutations, which is where the Ashtanga series begins. Traditionally, feet are together, but I welcome you to keep them separated at hips distance if that feels more comfortable to you. Inhale to reach the arms up, and exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift, flat back. Exhale, step it back to plank and lower all the way to belly. Inhale, baby cobra, and exhale, hips up and back to downward facing dog. 3 breaths here. Knees can be bent, and feel free to take movement if that feels good for you. At the bottom of your next breath out, bend your knees, look forward. Take 2 big steps to the top of the mat. Inhale, lift up halfway. Exhale, fold down. Inhale, rise all the way up to stand. Arms reach overhead, palms touch. Exhale, lower hands through prayer, Tadasana. We do that again. Inhale, reach your arms up. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale to lengthen your spine halfway. And exhale, step back to plank. This time maybe you flow through your chaturanga, bending at the elbows. Inhale, upward facing dog, if that feels okay for you and you're ready. And exhale, downward facing dog. 3 deep breaths. Hold the breath out, bend knees, look forward, step up to the top of the mat, and then breathe in to flat back. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, rise on up to stand. Exhale, hands through prayer, Tadasana. One more time. Inhale, lift your arms up. Exhale, forward fold, bending from the pelvis. Inhale, halfway. Exhale, maybe you hop back into chaturanga this time. Inhale, upward facing dog. And exhale, downward facing dog. Returning to your breath here. Bend your knees, look forward. Step or hop to the top of your mat. Inhale, half lift. And exhale, fold. Inhale, rise all the way up to stand. And exhale, Tadasana. Sun salutation B. We begin by finding chair pose. Your breath in is sinking back into chair. Reaching arms up, palms touch, traditionally in Ashtanga. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, lift halfway. Exhale, step back or hop into chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Immediately turn your left heel in, step right foot forward in between the hands. For warrior one, hips face the front of the room, palms touch overhead. Look up. And exhale, step back, chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Lower your right heel down this time, step forward with the left foot. Inhale, warrior one. Exhale, ride the breath down as you come all the way into chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. 3 deep breaths. And bend your knees, look forward, step or hop to the top of the mat. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, fold, feet together, bend your knees, sink your hips, chair pose, reach your arms up, palms touch. And exhale, return to Tadasana. Take a deep cleansing breath here, in through the nose. Open mouth, exhale. Moving into some standing postures that will hold each for 3 breaths. Taking your hands to your hips, step your left leg back and turn to face the long edge of your mat. Setting up for triangle on the right side, right toes face forward. Take your arms out wide and reach forward with the right arm. And then lower down. Peace fingers wrap around the big toe. If the toe feels too far away, rest the back of your hand against the right calf. Imagine that you're wedged between 2 walls. Try your best to lengthen through the waist, rotating your chest up. Breathing here. Turn your gaze down, use the strength of your core to rise back up. Second side, switch your feet, turn to face the back of your mat. Lengthen through the ribs as you reach forward with your left arm and then lower down into your triangle. As you breathe in, can you rotate your chest up? Looking up towards the right fingers, if that feels okay on your neck. Lift up and turn back to the front of your mat. Turn your back foot to a 45-degree angle for revolved triangle. Option to place a block outside the right foot. Place your right hand on your low back, left arm lifts. Inhale to lengthen your spine and exhale to fold, placing left hand to the block or the mat outside your right foot. From here, twist your upper body open to the right, maybe also reaching the right arm up to the sky. Keep your legs really active here, grounding down through the big toe mounds. Core is strong, wobbles are welcome. Keep breathing. Turn your gaze down and rise on up with a long spine. Turn to face the back of your mat for the second side, this time left hand to low back. Readjust your feet and block. Inhale to grow tall and then exhale to fold, lowering right hand beside the outer left foot. Take your time to come into the twist, eventually reaching the left arm up. Turn your gaze down and lift on up, turning to the long edge. Place hands on your hips and then step up to the top of your mat. From here, hop your feet out to hips distance. Inhale to lengthen through your spine and exhale, fold forward. And wrap your peace fingers, index and middle finger, around your big toes. Inhale to lengthen your spine, holding your bind, and then exhale to fold deeply. Shift your weight forward into the balls of your feet. And now release hold of your toes and slide your palms underneath your feet. Toes nestle into the wrist creases. Inhale again to extend the spine long, and then exhale to fold deeper. It feels much scarier to lean the weight forward in this position, but see what you can do to get your weight into the balls of the feet. Release your hands, take your hands back to the hips and rise on up to stand. Now take a big step back with your left foot, open up your hips to the long edge, and we're finding side angle. Bend deeply into the right knee and sink into the hips. Right forearm to thigh or fingertips to the mat outside the right foot. If you're taking this variation, press your knee into the inner arm and press back with the arm to really activate this posture. Gaze up towards the left fingers. Turn your gaze down and lift on up. Switch your feet. Turn to face the back of the mat for the second side. See if you can sink a little bit deeper with the hips. And can you reach a little bit further with the top arm? Bicep in line with your ear. And take one more breath here. And then come on up, turn once again to the front of the mat, coming into revolved side angle, a tricky pose, but we have some options. I like to start by lowering my back knee to the mat and then find a prayer twist by hooking your left elbow to the outer right knee. Option here to move on by spreading your arms like wings, reaching the left fingertips down to the mat, and reach your right arm overhead, bicep in line with the ear. Stay here, or lift the back knee, maybe lowering that back heel down to the mat. Breathing wherever you are. Finding a variation of this posture that suits you. To release, cartwheel your arms up as you stand and turn to face the back of the mat for the second side. Take your time lowering back knee, finding your twist at the bottom of the exhale might help you to twist a little bit deeper if you're working towards reaching your fingers down to the mat. And you can use the opposite hand to help work into the twist a bit deeper. And now wherever you land, holding in stillness. This is a tricky, challenging pose, so just do what you can. Come on up, once again turning to face the front of your mat. And we'll set up for pyramid. You'll want a slightly shorter stance here. Take your hands into reverse prayer mudra behind your back, or if that's not accessible, hold opposite elbows. Inhale to lengthen your spine, lift your chest, and exhale, folding over the front leg, sternum towards shin. Inhale, exhale, level out your hips, send the right hip back, left hip forward. Inhale, nice and strong through the legs. Ground down to rise up. Keep your arms where they are as you turn to face the back of the mat for the second side. Inhale, get tall once more. And exhale, fold on down. This time, left hip shifts back a little bit as the right hip comes forward to level out the hips. Slowly lift up and turn to face the long edge of your mat, preparing for wide leg folds. All 10 toes point forward and legs are out wide. Take your hands to your hips. Inhale, lift your chest, and exhale, fold forward, hands to the mat, fingers in line with your toes. Shift your weight forward. On your next breath in, lift up halfway. Exhale, hands to hips. Inhale, rise on up. And exhale where you are. Second round, inhale, open arms to a T shape. Exhale, hands to hips. Inhale, lift your chest. Exhale, fold forward, keeping your hands on your hips. Really activating the legs here, energetically pull the mat apart with your feet. This time to come out on an inhale, you'll rise all the way up to stand. Exhale, stay. Round 3, inhale, arms wide. Exhale, interlace your hands behind your back, draw the shoulder blades together. Inhale, lift your chest, and exhale, fold forward. Your clasped hands reach overhead and down as though they could touch the floor in front of you. Breathing deeply here. A breath in will bring you all the way back up to stand. Exhale, take your hands to your hips, heel toe your feet together, and mentally prepare yourself for Utthita Padangusthasana big toe balancing pose. This is another tricky posture, but we're going to practice a paired down version. And I'll demo some options on screen now before we get into the hold. So this first option is to hold onto your right knee and then take it out to the side. Option 2, you're hooking your peace fingers around the big toe and extending the leg. And once again, taking it out to the side, and then we'll bring it back to center. And the third option is to use your prop, wrapping it around the ball of the right foot, and then extending the leg forward. So join me now, whichever option you want to try. And find a sense of plugging the femur back into the hip socket if you're straightening the leg. Keep your spine nice and long as you open out to the side. You can keep a slight bend in the knee. Return to center and release. Take your time coming into the second side. Find your balance. And then open your leg out to the side. Try to avoid the left hip hiking up. Mine is a little bit high here, but I'm still working on this posture. Come back to center. And then release. Have a good shake out. And then meet me in Tadasana at the top of your mat. And that completes our standing section. Let's flow down to seated. Inhale, reach your arms up. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, make your way back into plank, chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog. Then exhale, down dog. Straight away from down dog, hop forward, crossing at your ankles. Coming to sit. or jumping through if that's in your practice. Extend both legs straight out for a seated forward fold. Sit up nice and tall, flexing your feet. Inhale, reach your arms up, and exhale, tilting from the pelvis to fold, wrapping peace fingers again around the big toes. And you want to find a sense as if you could lift the sitting bones to point to the back of the room. Keep your legs nice and active here. On your next breath in, extend your spine. Exhale, stay where you are. Inhale up, right your spine, returning to center. And then plant your hands on the mat behind you, fingers point towards the hips. Point your toes, roll your shoulders forward, and then lift your hips up into a reverse plank. Taking your head back if that feels okay on your neck. And lower the hips down, returning to seated. From here, hug your right knee in towards your chest, close the knee joint completely, and we'll find a half lotus from here, placing the right foot on top of the left leg towards the hip crease, and your right hand wraps around the back, searching for the right toes. If they're not in reach, grab hold of your shirt. If half lotus hurts your knee, instead place the right foot to the inner left thigh for Janu Shirshasana instead. Option to slide a prop under your knee if it's hovering above the ground. Left hand reaches for the left foot and fold forward any amount, breathing nice and deeply. Inhale, extend your spine. Exhale, stay. Lift on up. Take lots of care to release your half lotus, and we'll set up for the second side. Perhaps you notice if there's an immediate difference in the ease of getting into the shape between sides. It's very normal for one hip to be more open than the other. And if half lotus was a no-go on one side, it might feel accessible on the other, and vice versa. Eventually making your way into your forward fold, no rushing. Inhale, lift up halfway. Exhale, stay. And inhale, slowly release. Extend your left leg long and give the legs a little bit of a shake. And we'll come into another seated posture, bending into the right knee again. This time open the knee out to the side. Place the sole of the foot to the inner left thigh. Turn your sternum to face the extended left leg, flexing your toes towards your face. Inhale, find length in the spine, and then exhale to fold, maybe catching hold of the left foot. Inhale, lengthen spine. Exhale, stay. Inhale, rise all the way up. And then exhale, right leg meets left. Second side. Setting yourself up. And then once you're ready, inhale to lift up tall. And exhale, folding over that straight leg. Can you feel your low back expand as you breathe in? Slowly lift on up and release your posture, returning your left leg to meet the right. Bend into your right knee again. This time, the right foot plants down on the mat. Leave a fist's width of space between the right foot and the right leg. Reach your right arm forward to the inside of your right knee. Roll your right shoulder inwards to internally rotate, and do your best to wrap your right arm around the right leg. Internally rotate your left shoulder and wrap it around your back, and see if you can find your right fingers to bind. If not, grab hold of your shirt, or you can use your prop to help close the gap. Left leg is straight and active. Broaden through your collarbones to create space in the chest. Turn your sternum to face the extended leg and fold forward any amount. This is Marichyasana A. Slowly come on up and gently release. And we'll find that on the other side, or try it on the other side. Don't worry if it didn't go well on that first side, we try again this side. You might find an easier time binding. It might be more difficult this side. So just have a go, see where you end up. Once you're in position, folding forward any amount. And slowly release. The next posture is Marichyasana B, which has the same action of bending into the right knee and binding, but this time the left leg will be in a half lotus position. If you've already established that half lotus is not for you, instead you can either take the Janu Shirshasana position or just keep the leg extended, like you've just practiced in Marichyasana A. Once the left leg is in half lotus, you're bending the right knee again and attempting to find your bind. It's much trickier with that leg in lotus, but see what you can do, just have a go. And if it feels okay to do so, once you're in position, folding forward any amount. All right, slowly unwind and try that again on the second side. So this time your right leg is coming into half lotus. And then bend into the left knee, try and wrap around to catch your bind. If there's any knee pain here, please come out. Don't force this challenging pose. And I promise there are no more pretzel postures after this one. All right, release, and let's flash out all those seated postures with a vinyasa. Cross at the ankles, rock forward onto your hands and knees, and step back to plank. Inhale there, and then exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog, and exhale, downward facing dog. Take a moment to pedal out your legs. Find any movement that your body needs right now. And when you're ready, hop forward to sit, crossing at the ankles or jumping through, and we'll find boat pose from here. So come into your balance point on your sitting bones, leaning back slightly, engage your core, lift your legs up, knees are bent or straight, and keep your arms reaching forward. Chest is lifted. And from here we'll practice a lift up. So cross at the ankles, press down for your hands, lift up your hips. And return now to boat pose. We'll try that lift up again. In a moment, really try and find an action of pulling up through the pelvic floor. See if you can lift up your hips and then lower back down, cross at the ankles, roll forward into plank, shift forward, bend the elbows, chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog, and exhale, downward facing dog. Once again, hopping forward to sit, scoot forward and come to lie down. You've made it to the final section of the closing postures, and we'll start with an inversion shoulder stand. Snuggle your shoulder blades together underneath you and lift your legs and hips, finding balance on your shoulders, placing your hands on your low back for support. Keep your legs nice and active, pointing the toes. And now slowly lower your legs to the floor behind your head for Halasana plow pose. Keeping your hands on your low back, or if you feel stable, lowering your hands and interlacing your fingers. Return your hands to the low back, and to release, slowly roll down the spine, coming all the way down to lie on your mat. Slide your hands underneath your bum and lift onto your forearms for fish pose. Your legs are straight, point the toes, and then lift your chest up as you extend your head back, placing the crown of your head softly on the mat. The action of lifting your chest means that little to no weight is on the head. Releasing now, calm to lie down, hug your knees into chest and rock from side to side, winding down now, so maybe close down your eyes. Keep hold of your right knee, extend your left leg out long, and then guide the knee across your body for a twist. Right arm is out wide, and turn your gaze to the right as well. Unwind from your twist and find that on the second side, hugging left knee to chest and then taking it across the body. Return to lie down on your back and settle into Shavasana, your final resting pose. Take this time to fully let go of any gripping in the muscles. Soften out your face. Release your jaw. Allow your body to melt down into your mat. Allow your attention to make its way back to your breath. Find some movement in fingers and toes. And maybe you reach your arms overhead for a full body stretch, gently reawakening, rolling onto your right side, keeping eyes closed. And press yourself up to a comfortable seat, any position where you can sit up tall. Gently rest the backs of your hands on your knees, palms face up, tips of index finger and thumb join for Gyan Mudra. And I'll bring your palms to touch in front of your heart. We'll close this practice with a chant of Om one time, invitation to join me, or just listen to the vibration of the chant. Exhale to release air from your lungs to prepare. Inhale deeply to chant. Om. Bringing your palms to the third eye space in between the eyebrows and bowing forward to thank yourself for your practice. Thank you as always for choosing to practice with me. Please give this video a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel for more yoga classes.